passes coming off in quick succession here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
After 32 minutes is number 9, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. Drogba clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Aronson, the pressing's intense and it's paid off. Kaka. Knocks it into space. That is a great pick out. He has found the way through. Crosses it in. Oh, good line! And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Number 11.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, it seems to me they'll both be pushing for another now. Could be a critical phase.
Van Dijk.
2 added minutes
Rodri
has been indicated.
Raul. The ball's gone astray. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish.
At half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. Back on the way then. That's gone loose. James, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Stack did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Justin. He's picked his way through. Forced to go back. And a chance! Good try, very good try in fact.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Vinicius Junior. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning.
It's Dropper! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Substitution on the field. Number 24.
Time for the first substitution of the game.
Number 19. Okafor.
Tanaka. Stack. James. Mateus cuts out the pass. Vinicius Junior. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Some really good ball movement. He's shifting through the gears here. He's cut it out. Tanaka. Stack. Into the last quarter of an hour. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Shot chance, surely! It's in! Into the lead once more. The movement so brisk, the finish sumptuous.
Leeds are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal. And it's very impressive.
Substitution on the field. Number 11. Coming on to
Leeds
replace
are
him
making a
is
change now.
Well,
number
for me,
10.
this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Martinez. Oh, this looks sharp. Great vision. Vinicius Junior.
Sunderland really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That's been
Number
it.
7. Coming on the field is number 29. Substitution in progress.
Sunderland could be just about done here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
With acres of space out wide. The most accurate pass.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Rodon gets over and intercepts. Biol. Moments left, barely that, to avoid a shock defeat now.
Added minutes has been
Whatever
indicated.
happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Calvert-Lewin. What a sweet feat. Serginho. He's going to be disappointed with that. And we're done. Well, the players and the coaches have plenty to think about here. A disappointing outing. Collect nothing for it. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very
All from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm Peter Drury, and providing an opinion alongside me will be Jim Becklin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
The stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. That's well seen too.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Nicely spread. It's Kaka. Nice touch. Can he finish? That is doing no harm at Sunderland are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Kagawa. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Jensen. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Ouattara.
Brentford definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
It's a goal kick. Mateus. And it's Van Dijk. Kukçu. That has been slung wide. Approaching the half-hour mark. Out towards the flank. And that is out of play. Now this could be a chance. It's a promising position. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that is commitment to the cause. Chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And he's there to belt it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
Sunderland certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Looking for options for movement. The ball goes in. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Played into space.
There will be 1 minute added
And he welcomes it in. Goes for the header!
have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
He had a decision to make, and he bang on. You can't beat a diving header.
And that is indeed the final act. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. For the first 45 minutes.
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So, straight into the second half. It's roll! He's delivered all right!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Number 22.
So smooth, a signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Sunderland have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Neymar. Good read, needed to be.
Sunderland are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Serginho. Kagawa can so cleverly bypass the press. Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. So what can they make of this? Ouattara. Oh, this is a great position. There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Jensen. It's a really well-measured ball. Ouattara has it out wide and in space. Now it's crossed into the middle. And Dyke can clear it away. Ouattara.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And here's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. He is just caressing the ball. Ball comes in. And he's there to clear it. That's really nicely played. Can he finish? And that's it. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be taken to perfection. They were.
Number 19. Substitution in progress.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Sunderland go up by 2 and are looking good.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Jensen. Kagawa. And Mateus.
4
Shifted it
added
to the
minutes
flank.
has been indicated.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that has been cleared. Driving on and making good progress. That's that, the end. Sunderland have done it. They've achieved maximum points, the perfect outcome. Raul picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise
They
there.
came, they saw, and they were sent
What a
packing.
turnaround. Victory from the
Thank you
jaws
everyone
of
for your support
defeat.
today.
Enjoy
You
that,
were
Jim.
more than
Well,
just
I've got to
a
give them
man.
great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
Sunderland one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, it's going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game and not this occasion.
So things are underway. Two tribes going toe-to-toe.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, demands something highly charged. Yeah, we all know who's better on paper or in the rankings, but pride and passion can be a great leveler, especially here.
And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Raul really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's forced to go back. Well, there is no one here, Jim, who's surprised to see Wesley Sneijder in the starting lineup.
Yeah, and I think they'll be looking to him to provide all the creativity again here. Okay, he may not go box to box.
And a chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Now it's Tonali, and he whips it in. Donnarumma claims it without any fuss. Sunderland have the chance to go the other way. And this is Sneijder. Not the most accurate pass. And now they can clear their lines. Xiao. No goals as yet. Osula. Tries to play it through. He's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Driven in. That has been knocked clear. And they're quick to get it back. Lovely, now then. Steaming on goalwards. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mateus receives it in a wide position. Sneijder. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Xiao. Now Tonali. Xiao. Tonali. And it's Hall. That's a good run down the left. Oh, sweet feet. Elects to cross. And it's Kaka. And it's half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. Back on the way then.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner than later.
Bruno Guimaraes. Newcastle have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Osula. Great chance! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut thrust.
After 59 minutes, number 41.
Newcastle have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Oh, such a clever touch. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, he's having a go! Your impression so far, Jim?
Sunderland are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Harvey Bones. Coming on to replace
Bruno
him
Guimaraes.
is number 9, Wissa.
Nicely aimed pass. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that was asking for too much. Botman, Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, that's a key interception. Martinez. Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Sunderland really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Osula. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Kaka. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Tonali. Opts for safety. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
2 added minutes has
That's
been
good play.
indicated.
It's a good-looking delivery. Van Dijk getting this one clear. And he's whipped it across. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. You can hear the analysis starting already, the intricate details and nuances being debated, and they will be for several days, but only one thing matters for now. They've lost it.
Today. Thank you very much for your
How will we look? Welcome one and all, we have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the expert seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's destined for the flank. And here's Azar. And no, he's seen through all of that. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Kagawa. And he's had it nicked away. Evan Nielsen gets on his bike and on the move. The very versatile Shinji Kagawa, possibly, Jim, one of Japan's finest footballing experts.
Yeah, absolutely. The sort of player, Peter, you'll need if you're looking to play a stylish possession-based game. I expect that, regardless of his initial position, he'll end up playing like a number 10 or an auxiliary striker.
So, it's Azar! And again! Yes! And there is your opener! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm a little bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Azar, he's found a way through. Now who's going to be first to this? Greenwood has it in a wide position. Greenwood unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Hill. Sunderland currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Smith. Looking to play him in. Serginho defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Tavernier absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looks to the other side. Krupi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Greenwood. Well, this is a terrific run. Chance! Split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
job done. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Sunderland up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Sunderland can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Oh, important interception. Tavernier. Can he get it through? In towards the back stick.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Kagawa can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Nicely weighted ball. Delivered long. Can he finish? That's a sharp finish. A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
Number 22.
Sunderland are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Truffert, and it's Tavernier.
Tavernier really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kupchu. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Substitution in progress.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Raul. Tries to pass it through. Great challenge, time to perfection. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Adley. Now he's got space here. And there's the shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Substitutions taking place.
So we have further activity on the bench here. Kagawa is there and he can get that clear. Sunderland have the chance to go the other way. Mateus. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cleared away. Scott.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Christie. stretched across.
That's good defensive concentration.
He's good running with the ball. Can he get on the end of this? This is roll. That's tidy. Oh, what a ball! Tries a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy. A case now of complete control. And that's that. Sunderland have done it. They've achieved what they came. Maximum points, the perfect outcome. Raul picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Win for our boys. This is
How do you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they
It's turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, though indeed has the expectation of both teams. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in. And the shots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Van Dijk getting this one clear. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. No, that's been intercepted. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Wang Yi-chan is definitely worth a mention, Peter. Okay, he's not a great creative force, but if you're looking for someone to get on the end of things...
And a shot! Big relief it. Just needed better contact.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Rice. Out towards the flank. Now it's Greenwood. Now, what about a counter-attack? Schneider. Oh, that looks a cracking... And the shots! He scored! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Number 11, Didier Drogba.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Wolverhampton are a team known for their direct brand of football, so Jim, what are we looking for here?
Well, I think it depends on a couple of things, Peter. Firstly, whether they have a quality passer who can play those balls from a little deeper. And then secondly, you need someone up front to be able to hold on to it, be the link man. It can be very effective against teams that like to press high up the pitch.
That is well cleared. And it's Serginho. Now he's off and running. Oh, that's well spotted. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Played into space out wide. Baresi. Ball played for Kukçu. It's going wide left. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ooh, can he get onto this? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Kukçu is the team's great visionary.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Schneider. Kukçu. Rice. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Wolverhampton do have a chance to counter here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Kukçu. Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, that's fabulous. And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum. And they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Sunderland have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. Back on the way then. Sunderland currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Good running, strong and purposeful. And he's forced to go back. Claimed it back swiftly. Schneider did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Timber. Sunderland are still that goal to the good. And the ball is out of play. Timber. Kukchu. Nicely spread. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Drogba goes for the shot! And that is wildly off target.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Opts for safety. It's an inviting looking ball that. That has been cut short. Schneider, who does have an assist to his name. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Baresi is there and he can get that clear.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he's in on goal. Decent chance! Oh, and that should have been two.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there and it's been blown.
Substitution on the field. Number 36.
So
Number
here comes the
15.
substitution.
Coming on the field, number 47, Gomez. Number 2.
Drogba! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Drogba! That is decidedly lacking. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Played out towards the right wing. Greenwood.
There will be one
Pressing's
at a
intense,
time.
and it's paid off.
They're avoiding the play.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Sunderland come away having earned what they always set out to earn, the maximum complement of points. Drogba taking in the accolade, having been named man of the match, and deservedly
Let's hope
so.
for better luck next time.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, it may be smiles all round, Peter, but technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
The goal scorer after 18 minutes is number 11, Didier Drogba. Didier Drogba. Didier Drogba.
Sunderland have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And here's Havertz. Now it's Trossard. Gives it back. And it's Rice. Looking for the run. We couldn't quite catch up to that. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide, looking for options for movement. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Oh, that's neat. Saka. Rice. Lovely bit of skill. Saka hangs one in. Oh, that was vital. And it's Eze. And he shoots! And again! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Sunderland can certainly afford...
And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Baresi. The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Knocks it out wide. Now it's Kaka.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Play for a goal kick. Odegaard. That's the end of the first 45. Very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Sunderland go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
Let's hope for more of the same.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Sunderland leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Odegaard. Saka picks it up out wide. Nicely weighted ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Tries to get it clear. Sunderland are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Havertz. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Oh, refuses to take the bait. Trossard. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Rodri. Spread it left. Madrol. Roll, going face-to-face with his great rival. Saka is right up in the top 10 scorers in the league. Roll will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Eze. Now Trossard. Calafiori.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, just skips past his man. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substitution.
Arsenal choosing to make the first change.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Mosquera defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's picked it up out wide. Saliba is there and he can get that clear.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Now it's Martinelli. Tries to play it through. And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Mateus. And there goes the final whistle. Sunderland. And it's a big win, and they can look back on a job well done. Drogba voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
There it is, everyone. A big up for our players.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, I'm sure this wasn't in the game plan, the idea of defending a 1-0 lead, Peter, from before the break. But I suppose they were never really in danger, so there was no need to disengage the handbrake in the end.
A truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so in expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown. Can he finish? Oh, that is really good tenacity. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, looks a smashing ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Vinicius Junior proves just a little bit too strong. Takes a shot! He's scored! That was a given. It always was.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Goal! After 12 minutes is number 11, Didier Drogba.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Rodri simply refused to be outdone there. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Keane eases the ball away from him. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, Red, nice interception. Vinicius Junior. Dewsbury Hall. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Rivaldo. Schneider tries a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish, imperfection.
Stood up well to him there. Knocks it into space. Kagawa finding himself in space. Vinicius Junior has the space to scheme. Cross goes in there. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's going to be disappointed with that. Front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Beto. Urubunam. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
NDI really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Can he get on the end of this? And he whips it in. Tarkowski with the clearance. Everton have the chance to go the other way. And it's Rivaldo. Can he get it through?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Delivered low. And well played. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Sunderland come in leading by just the odd goal.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps.
He's having a shot! Well taken goal. The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Sunderland are doing very nicely, thank you.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
He is through here. Oh, can he get onto this? Irapunan caresses it through. Oh, great leap! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Oh, this looks sharp. And that was struck with genuine force.
Just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture.
Put a bit of a dampener on proceedings here, but this intriguing match should improve everybody's mood. Both teams will be looking to give their sodden supporters something to cheer about. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Begley.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Peter, I look at this side and think to myself, Who's going to make the difference? Well, there's only one answer, and it has to be Rivaldo. He's capable of producing some extraordinary moments.
Indeed. Offensively, I guess there's very little, if anything, missing from his game. In towards the back stick. Konate clears it away, and he's managed to get free. It's a goal kick. More. Tries to pass it through. He's picked his way through. Schneider. Baresi. And it's Timber. Schneider. Schuberschlein. Rodri. Now DiMarco. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And here's Gakpo. And it's McAllister. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That has not gone well. Oh, this looks sharp. McAllister. Now it's Gakpo. And he cuts out the supply. He has found a way through. There's the delivery. Oh, that's well spotted. Has a look and plays it forward. Can he get it through? And the shots and the finish! There it is!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
The goal scorer after 28 minutes is number 17, Jones.
First breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play.
And they're threatening to fly away here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Liverpool are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Jones. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Good ball, good take. Soboslai with a beautifully timed run.
Well, sometimes you can see it coming a mile off, yet because of the timing of both the run and the pass, it can be hard to stop. Always next time.
And it's Kaka. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, there's a probing ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Serginho. And here's Kaka.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the whistle goes for half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive the adversity.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Back on the way then.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And Gamboa picks it up out wide. He has a look up. That's going wide left. There will be a throw-in. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Hoisted in. They're urging him to shoot. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Kaká. Vinicius Junior.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. Schneider's cross. Szoboszlai. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Now it's Gakpo. And he's being shifted off it. Rodri being hunted in packs.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Gomez. Looking for the run. And it's Szoboszlai. Gomez. Ambitious ball here.
He'd be disappointed with that. Sunderland really have been second best here. Second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
And that was asking just too much of him.
Substitution in progress.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution.
Chance! And that's a good finish. Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
How can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Sunderland give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot. Liverpool can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Spread to the right. Kaká has it in a wide position.
That's just...
And the referee brings it to a close. Sunderland come up short. They will be taking nothing away from this one, an outcome which is thoroughly disappointing on all counts. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye. So hello and welcome. Only described as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring Semenyo! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Vinicius Junior. Serginho is wide and looking to get onto this. Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide. It's a good ball out wide.
You know, Peter, even from up here, I can sense a quiet determination from Rivaldo. Someone who's always let his football do the talking.
And his shooting especially, he has one of those genuinely piercing shots.
And tremendous skill as well, and imagination.
Raul has the space to scheme. Oh, sweet feet. James finding himself in space. Brilliantly cut out. Semenyo. Sunderland so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And it's Nunez. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Spread out to the left. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Foden. Manchester really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. And that has been cleared. DiMarco. Not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. James. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Foden. Nicely aimed pass. Ignoring. That is a great pick out. James. The referee says that is that for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
That was the
Some first half thoughts?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So neither side has yet broken through. Now it's Semenyo. Vinicius Junior. Can he get it through? And he's in on goal! Real chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Now it's Semenyo. Played out to the left flank. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Bernardo Silva. Silvinho. Bernardo Silva! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. So we've reached the hour mark.
This is actually quite a courageous...
Towering header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Played out towards the right wing. Space for him to turn and look. Hangs in across. DiMarco is there and he can get that clear. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. And he should have made them pay.
Raul deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. Nouri. Guardiol. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Neymar.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rice currently being consciously targeted.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
James, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
An instinctive delivery.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's that, the end. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was to break through. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Sunderland certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
To both sets of players who gave it their all.
Well, thanks for your company, Jim, and a very good day to you.